IPv6 routes with masks greater than 64 bits. Black Diamond 8900 modules and Summit X650 and Summit X480 support hardware forwarding for these routes by using dedicated hardware. Black Diamond 8000A and E series modules, Black Diamond 8800C series modules, and Summit X250E, X450A, and X450E switches also support hardware forwarding for up to 256 routes with masks greater than 64 bits by sharing the hardware used for ACL support. If you'd like to learn more about this topic, please refer to your reference documentation. Medium-specific configuration CLI. Medium-specific configurations on combo ports allow users to select the medium, fiber or copper, that they want to configure. Configuration for each medium is stored separately and simultaneously. This feature is only supported on Summit platforms having combo ports. MIB support for connectivity fault management. This feature provides read access for CFM MIB objects via SNMP. Multicast debug tools. The multicast troubleshooting tools MRinfo and mtrace are now included in the implementation of Multicast Manager. mtrace is the multicast equivalent of unicast traceroute mechanism and is an effective tool for debugging multicast reachability problems. The Multicast Router Information Tool, MRinfo, requests information from a router. If you'd like to learn more about these topics, please refer to the reference documentation. Multi-protocol label switching support for standalone Summit X480 series switches. MPLS support is now available on standalone Summit X480 switches. MPLS support for running on a virtual router other than a default virtual router. MPLS runs on one virtual router at a time, but can now be deleted from the default virtual router and added to a user-created virtual router. If you'd like more information on this, please see the reference documentation. PIM DM State Refresh. This feature periodically refreshes the prune state for multicast groups. Without this feature, bandwidth is lost to periodic broadcast and prune cycles that occur when the prune states times out. Provider Backbone Bridge support on Black Diamond 2800 series switches. A PBB network enables vMAN transport over the Internet and is defined by the IEEE 802.1ah Backbone Bridge Standard, which is an amendment to the IEEE 802.1q VLAN standard. The standard allows Internet service providers to use Ethernet to create a separate backbone over which the subscriber's frames are transported. The PBB network technology is sometimes referred to as MAC and MAC. If you'd like more information on this topic, please refer to the reference documentation. Simple Network Management Protocol support for IPv6. This feature adds the ability to manage an IPv6 agent from an IPv6 SNMP manager. The agent supports IPv6 for communication of SNMP management requests. Simple Network Time Protocol client support for IPv6. SNTP client support for IPv6 provides ExtremeXOS SNTP clients the ability to get the current time by querying an NTP server running over IPv6. Spanning Tree Protocol Edge Safeguard enhancements. This feature allows STP Edge Safeguard to disable a port as soon as a bridge protocol data unit is received by allowing a new keyword, BPDU-restrict. It also provides a timer option to re-enable a disabled port. If you'd like to learn more about this, please refer to your documentation. vMAN terminology change. The vMAN term is an Extreme Networks term that became familiar to Extreme Networks customers before the portable bridge notation standard was complete. The vMAN term is used in the ExtremeXOS software to support customers who are familiar with this term. The PBN term is also used to establish the relationship between this industry standard technology and the Extreme Networks vMAN feature. vMAN enhancements. The feature enhancements allow you to configure tagged VLANs and untagged vMANs on the same physical port. It also allows you to configure tagged VLANs and tagged VMANs on the same physical port when the VMAN ether type is not 0x8100. If you'd like to learn more about this topic, please refer to the reference documentation. VPLS MIB support. VPLS MIB support is now available for enabling SNMP to obtain information about Layer 2 VPNs. These MIBs identify the pseudo-wires that are part of a Layer 2 VPN. The MIBs also enable the association of a pseudo-wire with its transport link state, PDU LSP. Extreme proprietary MIBs allow you to identify primary and secondary LSPs in an RSVP LSP group. Support has also been added for pseudo-wire up and down traps, SNMP notifications. If you'd like to learn more about this topic, please refer to the reference documentation. VPLS with STP redundancy. This feature provides a reliable method of directly connecting an STP-protected VLAN to a VPLS network. Redundant VPLS nodes work with STP to handle topology changes in a customer network, including informing other VPLS nodes when an FDB flush is required. There's also no longer a CLI restriction preventing configuring a VPLS service on an STP-protected VLAN. Virtual Router Redundancy Protocol Preempt Delay Option. VRRP Preempt Delay allows a user to configure a delay time before preempting a lower priority master. Preempt delay is configurable on a per VRRP instance. This option avoids black-holing traffic when an active gateway, for example a router with a higher priority, recovers and preempts the backup router before the active gateway is fully operational. To learn more about this topic, please refer to your reference documentation. XML notification. This feature allows an event such as a configuration change, a fault, a change in status, the crossing of a threshold, or an external input to the system to be sent as an asynchronous message or event notification to external web servers. The only ExtremeXOS modules that support XML notification as targets are Identity Management and EMS. To learn more about this topic or any others, please refer to the command reference and concept guides.